Hare Hare Krishna, everyone. Say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I can't hear you. Everybody has to put our hands together up in the air. It's the mudra. It's like we do our Valikam like this. So it's a mudra of surrender to Krishna, Vishnu. We must chant very loudly for his blessings. Together, let's do it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Thank you very much for chanting so enthusiastically. It's very auspicious. It's the most auspicious activity to chant the holy name of Krishna. So, we gather here today to bid farewell to our mother, grandmother, sister. She has so many relationships, so many people. And remember, she is the child of Krishna, and we are all the children of Krishna. So we gather here today to bid farewell to the mortal remains of Her Grace Hansaben Harichandra Soni. Was a wonderful mother and a wonderful person who has done so much for her family and for the community. She's educated her children very nicely, and I can see also her grandchildren are very much inclined to studying and becoming professionals in their own right. And we very much encourage that. Prabhupada himself was a qualified pharmacist in Calcutta, and he opened the most successful pharmaceutical company. So he was giving medicine to the body. Then later in his years, at the age of 70, he brought the real medicine to give the whole world, to cure the most miserable things of birth, old age, disease, and finally death. So please become serious. We have lost a loved one, we know how it feels. And every time we appear in a family, we bring joy. And every time we depart, we bring sadness, a lot of sadness, because our mother here, Hansaben, I think her lifespan was about 72. They've done extremely well, beyond what we can expect for this Kali Yuga age. It's the age of reform. You see, Pandora and Sin and Christ. So we have navigated and survived not only these obstacles, but the big obstacle was COVID-19. We were locked down. Dangerous situations. So I'd like to read a verse from Bhagavad Gita for Mother Hansaben's eternal benefit, that when she gets posted to a new environment, to a new home, to a new family, we pray that she takes off with her spiritual body, no more physical bodies. It's very difficult. All of us know, as we get old, it's been very difficult to maintain our bodies. The body quickly dwindles. Legs get weak, mind gets weak, your vision gets weak. We need glasses to see or see ourselves around the room. It's becoming very difficult. So, Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita gives us some hints about how we are not this body, but the spirit soul. It's a very easy understanding, but we make it difficult because we become attached to our environment, to our body, and then to the influence of other factors in this Mother Nature. And therefore, we become absorbed and we lose our real identity. Our constitutional position is to be the servant of Krishna. So here, Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text number 20, we'll read for our spiritual benefit. So everybody, please repeat after me the invocation to invite the Lord in our presence. He is seated in our hearts as a neutral judge. By chanting and invoking this mantra, we engage him into drive. So we becomes excited that somebody is calling. So let's chant together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Jnana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuthapadakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sarvajatam Sahajanaragnatam Vitam Sachivam Sadvaitam Samrutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahajanaragnatam Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakapada Rupascha Kripa Sindhu Venecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vaskritaya Satarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We're reading a verse from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2. The chapter is entitled Contents of Gita Summarized. Text number 20. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhuva pavitava nabhuya ajo nitya sasvatam yam purano na anyate anyamani sarive. To repeat after me in English. For the soul, everybody, for the soul, there is never birth, no death, nor having once been, does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Thank you. For the soul, there is never birth nor death, nor having once been, does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, and undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. So we'll read a little bit of the purport, the meaning of the verse, and then we hand you over to the officiating priest that will take over for the final rites for Mother Hansaben Qualitatively, the small atomic fragmental part of the Supreme Spirit is one of the Supreme. He undergoes no changes, like the body. Sometimes the soul is called a steady or kutashta. The body is subject to 6 kinds of transformations. It takes its birth in the womb of the mother's body, remains for some time, grows, produces some effects, gradually dwindles, and at last vanquishes into operation. The soul, however, does not go through such changes. The soul is not born, but because it takes on a material body, the body takes its birth. The soul does not take birth there, and the soul does not die. Anything which has birth also has death. And because the soul has no birth, it therefore has no past, present, or future. He is eternal, ever-existing, and primeval. That is, there is no trace in history of his coming into being. Under the impression of the body, we seek the impression, we seek the history of birth, etc. of the soul. The soul does not at any time become old as the body does. The so-called old man therefore feels himself to be the same spirit as in his childhood or youth. The changes of the body do not affect the soul. The soul does not deteriorate like a tree, nor anything material. The soul has no byproducts either. The byproducts of the body, namely children, are also different individual souls, and owing to the body, they appear as children of a particular man. The body develops because of the soul's presence, but the soul has neither options nor change. Therefore, the soul is free from the 6 changes of the body. So, it's a very long purport. I'll just finish off a little. There's a verse from the Katha Upanishad. Also, you find a similar passage which reads, Na jayate virite bhagavata, Na jayate virite vipaschit, Na yam kashyuchin, Na vibhu kashyi. Ajo nityo sasvatanyam purano, Na hayate hanyamane sarire. Katha Upanishad 1-18. The meaning and purport of this verse is the same as in the Bhagavad Gita. But here, in this verse, is one special word, vipaschit, which means learned or with knowledge. The soul is full of knowledge, or full always with consciousness. Therefore, consciousness is a symptom of the soul. Even if one does not find the soul within the heart where he is situated, one can still understand the presence of the soul, simply by the presence of consciousness. Sometimes we do not find the sun in the sky, owing to the clouds, or for some other reason, but the light of the sun is always there. And we are convinced that it is therefore daytime. As soon as there is a little light in the sky, early in the morning, we can understand that the sun is in the sky. Similarly, since there is some consciousness in all bodies, whether man or animal, we can understand the presence of the soul. This consciousness of the soul is, however, different from the consciousness of the Supreme, because the Supreme Consciousness is all knowledge, past, present, and future. The consciousness of the individual soul is prone to be forgetful. When he is forgetful of his real nature, he obtains education and enlightenment from the superior lessons of Krishna. But Krishna is not like the forgetful soul. If so, Krishna's teachings of Bhagavad Gita would be useless. There are two kinds of souls, namely the minute particle soul, Anu-Atma, and the super soul, what we call Paramatma, is called the Vidu-Atma. This is also confirmed in the Katha Upanishad. In this way, Anora-Yuya Mahapro Mahiya Atmasya Jano Ito Puya Tat Ashati Vitas Guru Prasadan Mahimana Atmana. Again in Katha Upanishad 1-20. Both the super soul, Paramatma, and the atomic soul, Shiva, are situated on the same tree of the body. Within the same heart of the living entity, and only one can become free from all material desires as well as lamentations, can by the grace of the Supreme understand the glories of the soul. Krishna is the fountainhead of the super soul. Also, as it will be disclosed in the following chapters, and Arjuna is the atomic soul, forgetful of his real nature. Therefore, he requires to be enlightened by Krishna or by his modified representative, the spiritual master. So, it's very important that we understand spiritual life. We, in the Hansaben Harichandra community, are very fortunate to be born in a mode of goodness. We've been trained from our early days by our parents and the priest, the Panditas, about God, our relationship with God, and what we should do so that we get enlightenment for God and our journey after death. So we are very fortunate that we have this close link. Yoga means linking up with God. And we are practicing what we call Bhakti Yoga. There are many yogas. You get Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Hatya Yoga, and ultimately Bhakti. So, Bhakti means love and devotion. And all mothers present can understand when they give birth to their loved ones, the joy of bringing life into this world. And she will do anything for her child. Whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock in the evening, she will get up. She will breastfeed the child in 2 hours of interval of what? Babies can happily after every 4 hours. Yeah, something like that. Is it 4 or 6? Every 12 hours, correct the first time. Yeah. Mother tells me 2 hours and change the nappies and do so much from day one until they become grown-ups. And I think they don't give up that responsibility. They continue even if they get old, they get married, and they have their own children. We still call them and do what we do best for their own physical and spiritual nourishment. So it's important that we, as the elders of the community now, must help our younger generation, the children, to become focused in hearing the glories of the Lord and His holy name. Again in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in chapter 2, text 13, Denosmin yatadeti kumaram yoganam jara tata dhyantra prapti dhirastatra namoy. As the embodied soul continuously passes from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul simply passes into another body like death. A soul person not told as such a change. Soul means learning. So Friday is youth day. So you can see, as time goes, that youth will become old. The body becomes old and eventually die. The body dies, but we heard from Bhagavad Gita that the soul never dies. So Krishna's final instruction in Bhagavad Gita is Sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam saranam praja aham tvam sarvabhyo mukshaya. He says, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to me. I shall deliver you from all your sinful reactions. Do not fear. Do not fear. Masucha, do not fear. So he's giving a guarantee. So why are we neglecting this? It is our dharma. Just like dharma of fire is heat and light, dharma of water is liquidity, the dharma of the Atma, the soul, is to be the eternal servant of Krishna, like Hanuman, and render his service. Then we'll be happy, and then we'll go back to the spiritual world. So thank you very much for lending an ear. Please remember Hansaben Harichandra Soni was a wonderful personality. We had the good fortune to meet her a few days back, and she had a broad smile. In spite of the inconvenience of breathing, she was very positive, and that what struck, and I will always remember her for that. And I told her, please remember Krishna and never forget him. Try to hear his holy names. And she smiled and acknowledged. With those words, I wish I had a safe journey back home, back to God. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki. So let's put our hands together one more time to pray for her. If you really love her, let's send her off to the spiritual world with all our hearts and love. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hansaben Soni Mataji going back home, back to God, ki jai. Go Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the Son of devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Son of devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Son of devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Son of devotees. All glories to the Son of devotees.
Good afternoon, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Ambe, and Om Namah Shivaya. Can I ask everyone to please join me in singing the Gayatri Mantra 3 times. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Father was a quiet, loving, and respectful person. She was a dutiful homemaker and always ensured that everyone was happy, healthy, and well fed. Ba had a great sense of humor. She used this always to bring smiles all around her. Ba shared a special bond with many different people, but she really enjoyed mischievous fun and laughter that she shared with her grandchildren. I would like to call Masiba now to say a few words.
Jai Shri Krishna and good afternoon to all. Today I stand here, still in shock and disbelief that my Ba is no longer with me. My Ba, Hansaben Harichandra, was born on the 12th of May, 1951, in Fort Indonesia. She was a very intelligent woman, and one of her aspiring dreams was to go to university and study medicine. But in 1971, she married into the Hansaben Soni family. Thereafter, she became the mother of 5 children within a short space of time. Obviously, this was not an easy task, but with her calm demeanor, she succeeded. My husband Vimal was the apple of her eye, and I do believe that Vimal will be looking after Ba, for which I take comfort. Her life was not always easy, but she managed to keep a smile on her face and the face of others. In the past 24 years, Ba showered me with so much of love, never ever raising her voice or getting angry, but always gentle and radiating a calming nature. She always made me feel like her own daughter, for which I am forever grateful. She shared her secrets and innermost thoughts with me. She called me on a regular basis until recently, and I'm certainly going to miss these calls from Ba. My Ba was also an amazing cook, and that's how she spoiled her family. Many of you are unaware, but Ba had tried and tested many recipes and actually wrote those down in books and handed them over to us. What a special gift, Ba. Thank you. I will treasure these books forever. Ba, thank you for being such a wonderful role model to our family. I promise to keep your kindness, generosity, love, care, and closeness alive. Jai Shri Krishna, thank you. Asha.
Good day, everyone. My name is Asha. I'm Hansaben Soni's biggest grandchild. So today we gather here to pay tribute to a remarkable woman whose life intertwined with the very essence of our existence. We come together to honor the memory of my dear grandmother, a beacon of strength, resilience, and unwavering love, whose journey was touched by the relentless grasp of cancer. Her passing reminds us of the delicate balance between life's beauty and its fleeting nature. Life, a wondrous tapestry of experiences that weaves a story of joy, sorrow, a little bit of ups and tribulations. It's the journey that traverses sunlight, peaks, and shadowed valleys, where moments of bliss collide with the harsh realities, and in the embrace of life's fragility, we confront the profound truths that shape our understanding. Within the rich tapestry of memories I hold here, one stands out like a radiant jewel. Some would say testament to my bond with my grandmother. Every afternoon as the world rushed, we would take some time to sit together, enveloped in a cocoon of connection, engrossed in lively conversations, then to immerse in the joys of Candy Crush and Euro, a word game which I love to play. In those moments, it felt like time had stopped. Thinking of the colorful candy, the conclusion of the letters forming alphabets, words, became the backdrop of exchanges that unfolded between us. As we navigated the virtual world of these games, we also delved into the depths of life's mysteries, sharing stories, dreams, and wisdom that transcended generations. It's in these hours that I learned what the true value of presence is. And yet, as we gather here today to bid farewell to my grandmother, we are reminded of the bitter reality that life's delicate dance is sometimes interrupted by the cruel specter of illness. In the tapestry of our existence, my grandmother's death may have reached its final point, but her spirit and the memories we share forever weave through the fabric of our lives. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shri. My grandmother was one of the most strongest, kindest, and precious people I've ever known. She was like sunshine after rain, so warm, so happy, and so caring. She cared more than most and even loved more than most. I spent a lot of my time talking to her. We would talk until all odd hours of the mornings. Throughout our conversations, she always emphasized the importance of being a kind and respectful individual. I guess that was one of the many charming qualities about her. She was always kind no matter what she was going through. She truly had a pure heart of gold. I know we say that nobody is perfect, but to me, she was the definition of perfect. She was a strong-willed and intelligent woman. She was everything and more. Ranging from her personality to her jokes and just herself as a person, she's just beautiful, inside and out. My grandmother was the first person I greeted as soon as I arrived from university, the first person I greeted in the morning, and the first person I'd say bye to whenever I left the house. She was like my ray of sunshine. I could be having the worst possible day ever, but just seeing her made my entire day. My grandmother loved life, she loved her friends, and she loved her family. She never failed to express how immensely she loved all 8 of her grandchildren. She lived and loved for her grandchildren. Every minute and moment spent with her will be cherished for life. I could stand here and talk about her all day. However, I'd like to conclude my speech by expressing a few loving words towards my lovely grandmother. I would like to express how ardently I love you. I love you with all of my heart and soul. There will always be a place in my heart reserved for you, and only you. You are incomparable, and in every lifetime, if I could choose you to be my grandmother, I would choose you again and again, every time. Thank you. Yes.
Today we gather here to celebrate the life of a remarkable woman who touched our lives in many different ways. My grandmother. I am still in heartache and cannot believe she's gone. We are yet to take the route to our beloved Bar. As we come together to remember Bar, let us find comfort in the memories we shared with her. Bar was a pillar of strength, a guiding light, and a source of love and support. Her presence in our lives brought us warmth and comfort. Bar had a way of making everyone feel special. She possessed the wisdom that only comes from a well-lived life. She showed that wisdom to me with her stories, advice, and actions. Besides this, her main love was for her family. She nurtured us, cared for us, and encouraged us to chase our dreams. She was our biggest cheerleader, celebrating our successes and always telling me to do well and make her proud. She found joy in the simple action of her grandchildren laughing from the joke she would tell. She would love it when we enjoyed food and would always send me to gay rotis to have lunch. Family was everything to her, and she always wanted us to be close to one and spend our time with each other. This is where my dad and I had the same belief, that family should always come first. When my mom got sick, I told her to come live with us and that we would take care of her. But she refused, that she wanted to take care of her household. This just showed me that no matter how small she was, family was first. Bob messaged me almost every day to tell me about what's going on and how she does my day, and she would never forget to add a joke in there to lighten up my day. I will never forget the way she cared for me and treasured the moments we had together. Even though Bob was not always happy in the situation, she always showed me the happy side to the grandchildren. Bob was one of a kind, and it's sad to say that not many people were as lucky as he did to see this incredible side of her. Let us remember that when Bob may no longer be with us in body, the spirit will live on forever in us. The memories we share with her will be our eternal treasures. Bob will be us, but your legacy will continue to shine through. Thank you.
before her own well-being. She was so happy to see me in the hospital. I told her I was right by her smile. Her side, she smiled so dearly at me. I'm just glad that I could hold her hand in the last few days and tell her how much I loved her. Pa, you will forever be missed and always in my heart, from your granddaughter, Priya. Namaste. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Yo Yo Namah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Yo Yo Namah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Yo Yo Namah Prachodayat. પાપોના નાશને માટે નમો વિષ્ણુ સદા સદા ઉદ્ધાર સર્વ પિતૃઓ મને પણ નામ આપજો. પિતા પિતા મહાદી ને માતા મહાદી સર્વજીવ ગુરુ સ્વસુર પક્ષે જે વળી મુજને બાંધવો સર્વના પાપ બાળી દો સર્વને તાજો પ્રભુ સમસ્ત કુળ સર્વને વૈકુંઠે વસાવજો. મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. જીવન વન હતી વેદે બતાવ્યું જીવન વન હતી વેદે બતાવ્યું દ્વાર ઉભો શિશુ બોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. તીર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો તીર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો શિશુને ઉર્માલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. નામ મધુરતમ રટ્યો નિરંતર નામ મધુરતમ રટ્યો નિરંતર શિશુ સહસ્રમે બોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. દિવ્ય તૃષાસુર આવ્યો બાળક દિવ્ય તૃષાસુર આવ્યો બાળક પ્રેમે અમી રસ ડોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો. ગયેલા આત્માને મન હૃદયથી આપજે શાંતિ પૂરી બધી રીતે એનું પ્રભુ કરાવજે સર્વ કલ્યાણ શ્રીજી. બધા જીવો સાથે જીવનમાં જે થયેલો સંબંધ કરાવી દો એને સૌ તરફથી સાવ નિશ્ચિત મુક્ત પ્રભુ તારે
द्वारे आव्यो छे आत्मा प्रभु तारे द्वारे आव्यो छे आत्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा अमे सौ भेगा मळी करीए प्रार्थना अमे सौ भेगा मळी करीए प्रार्थना शांति देजो हे परमात्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा जन्म जन्मना फेरा तारजो जन्म जन्मना फेरा तारजो मुक्ति देजो हे परमात्मा मुक्ति देजो हे परमात्मा लक्ष 84 ना फेरा तारजो लक्ष 84 ना फेरा तारजो सद्गति देजो हे परमात्मा मोक्ष गति देजो हे परमात्मा प्रभु तारे द्वारे आव्यो छे आत्मा प्रभु तारे द्वारे आव्यो छे आत्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा ओम देव शांति अंतरिक्ष शांति पृथ्वी शांति आकाश शांति रोषधय शांति वनस्पतय शांति विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगम शांति शांति देव शांति श्यामा शांति देवी ओम शांति 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 नमस्ते
Please join me with a small tune. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Berapa?